What's up, everybody? It's Jordan, and welcome to the Sports Behind Show. In this video, I am live on YouTube, like always. And today's video, I will be continuing my series of doing a 7-round mock draft for every NFL team. I just recently did one of the Chicago Bears, and I literally just finished a round one mock draft of the NFL draft. Included a huge trade in the top 10, so make sure to go check that out. Today's mock is a 7-round mock draft at the Indianapolis Colts. They select 21st overall, and it's going to be really interesting with the Colts. They recently traded for Carson Wentz, which to me that was an amazing trade for the Indianapolis Colts there. So it really makes their draft process and who they're going to draft a little bit different if that trade weren't to happen. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Like I said, the pick 21st overall. So with the 21st pick overall, I have the Indianapolis Colts taking Azeez Ojulari, the edge rusher from Georgia University. They could really use edge rusher, and I think that's a phenomenal pick there. I don't even think it's a guarantee that he's going to be there. Edge rushers, to me, would make sense. Kwity Paye, Ojulari, possibly, Jalen Phillips, Gregory Rousseau, both of those guys from Miami. Edge rusher is probably their biggest need, and if they go that, I think that's a really great pick because, Ojulari, he's going to be one of the best players available anyway. So I know Rousseau may be a bit of a tad of a reach, but Ojulari, out of those four, he's probably my favorite edge rusher to me. So that's a great pick there in the first round by the Indianapolis Colts. Something else to look at is all of these mock drafts I do for each NFL team are from ProFootballNetwork.com. These are from a mock draft simulator, so this is not necessarily players who I believe are personally drop or be a reach at the picks. But I also do not do trades in here, and these also include compensatory picks, even though the compensatory picks have not been officially released yet. So in the second round, I have the Indianapolis Colts selecting Jaylen Reynolds, the tackle from North Dakota State. I know this might be, I don't know, some people may think this might be a tad of a reach, but he was really, really impressive. During the Senior Bowl practice, Senior Bowl game, I think he's one of those underrated tackles who will go somewhere and be really, really well. Also, Brady Christensen, too. I think he's another one of the small school guys who would be really, really good. He's just really getting overlooked by the level of competition. And it's kind of interesting because, Trey Lance is probably still going to be a top 10 pick despite, playing at a small school like North Dakota State. But Jaylen Reynolds, if he played at Ohio State or Alabama, I fully believe that he would 100% be a first-round pick. If he played at one of those top-tier programs, but, the Colts could really use an offensive tackle because they recently lost one. But I think it's a great pick there. I think it has potential to be really nice with the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts do not have a third-round pick, but they do have a fourth-round pick. And the fourth round, I had them taking Syracuse corner True Williams with the 127th pick overall. True Williams is one of the best tacklers in the draft at corner position. And it's not every day you see a really good corner who can tackle good. It seems like nowadays corners just don't even try to tackle. They're not good at it. He's pretty good in coverage as well. It's kind of, they could use another corner in the secondary. I think it's a pretty good pick. And this would probably be about where True Williams would go anyway. So in the fourth round, True Williams, cornerback from Syracuse. In the fifth round, this is probably my favorite pick of the mock draft. If you've seen my videos before, one of my favorite draft prospects is Jaylen Darden from North Texas. I think he's going to be the next Tyreek Hill. 19 receiving touchdowns in 9 games this past season with North Texas. After he catches the ball, you have no idea what he's going to do. He's so quick. He's so fast. And, depending on his 40-yard dash is, at their pro day, I wouldn't be surprised if he's drafted in the third round because he's that fast. It's really interesting with Jaylen Darden's projections because you have no idea where he's going to go. I've seen some in the third. I've seen some in the sixth. They could use another receiver because, getting Carson Wentz, you need some targets of him. I know you have Michael Pittman, who I like a lot, but I believe T.Y. Hilton is a free agent, and I personally do not believe T.Y. Hilton will re-sign with the Indianapolis Colts. So why not get a pretty good replacement in the fifth round? And you can also sign a guy maybe like a Kenny Golladay or Marvin Jones, one of those receivers as well. But I love the Jaylen Darden pick. I think that's an A+ pick to me. And with their sixth round pick, they take Chris Rumph from Duke. Chris Rumph probably should not be here either. His projections are all over the place as well. I've seen anywhere from the 4th to the 7th. it's one of those scenarios. I mean, I know edge is probably the top need for the Colts, and I know you already took one in the first round with Azeez Ojulari from Georgia, but Chris Rollins in the sixth, you just cannot pass up on that type of talent in the sixth round. He should really not be there, and that's a great pick, and he's one of the more underrated edge rushers in the class. And if this was a normal year, I think Renfield maybe going a third or fourth easily. But with how stacked this edge class is, he may get a little dip back and fall quite a bit in the draft. It's just because how the talent at the edge position in this draft. So the Colts do have one 7th round pick, and this is their last pick of the draft. I have them taking Tony Pellegrin, the tight end from Virginia University, and they could use tight end. I think it's kind of more of a depth pick here. And if it doesn't make the team, it's like using a top pick on him. I think this is a pretty good pick here because to me he reminds me a little bit of C.J. Uzomah with the Cincinnati Bengals. Uzomah is more of a blocking tight end, but can also catch some. He's pretty decent. But if you can get a guy kind of like Uzomah's talent, Uzomah was actually a 6th round pick. I think you'll definitely, it'll be worth a 7th round pick with Tony Pellegrin. He has nice potential. And so even if it doesn't work out, I mean, you're just using a 7th round pick, so it's not like you're using a top pick. But Tony Pellegrin, I think he has quite a bit of a potential. And I think it could be pretty decent if he, has the opportunity to play somewhere. So that was kind of the 7th round mock draft at the Indianapolis Colts. I will go over these picks one more time here. In the first round, they take Azeez Ojulari, the edge rusher from Georgia University. In the second round, they take offensive tackle Jaylen Darden, the offensive tackle from North Dakota State. They do not have a 3rd round pick, but their 4th round pick is True Williams, the corner from Syracuse. With their 5th round pick, they take Jaylen Darden, the wide receiver from North Texas. With their 6th round pick, they take Chris Rump, the edge rusher from Duke University. And their last pick of the draft in the 7th round, they take Tony Pellegrin, the tight end from Virginia University. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you next time on Sports 200.